Okay, we should be live.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so just let me get to where I can share my own link here for some reason.
Hmm.
Oh dear. Uh, Sorry, everybody, just getting set up here.
What's your YouTube channel?
I'm gonna send. It's Don Rogers March 4th Productions. I'm gonna send it to you right now, Rainetta.
Got it.
Yeah, there's the link.
I got it.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Thanks. Got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Uh, just, okay, so that is all posted out. I'm just gonna get back to public chat. Uh, I'm so messed up here. Okay. Oh, thank you for your patience, Rainetta.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay. I am pretty well set up here.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna do an intro and then we can get right into it.
Yeah,
Uh
yeah.
so welcome back everybody to the After Dark show with Don Rogers. I'm happy to have back one of my favorite guests, Miss Rainetta Jones. We're going to tackle a big subject, and again, we're no experts. We're just giving our opinions of what we've seen and what we think is going on. But this is a big one that goes back for quite some time, and it
Mhm.
seems to be picking up, and it is getting to be a big topic, and that's time dilation. And this is something that goes as far back, even further than Art Bell and the Quickening. But there's a lot of people noticing it. Like even my partner has coworkers that aren't from this country, and there's a language barrier. But one of her best friends at her job is constantly referencing how quickly the days go, especially between certain hours of the middle of the night, and they're going to work at 3 and 4 in the morning. So what Rainetta and I are going to tackle today is the concept of time dilation, and something she put out on social media that really made me want to get into this and start talking about it. And I'll even be checking the chats if anybody wants to kick in their 2 cents, because it's an open subject and it's something that concerns all of us because it shortens our lifespan. So, Rainetta, if you want to hop into what you were talking about, and I'm going to hit record because I screwed that up.
Okay.
Actually, I'll just steal my own video. So, just go ahead.
Yeah, so for a couple months now, well, for a couple years now, right? I realized like it's been, I would say in the last 4 or 5 years, right? I noticed that time changed after 2019, but it wasn't as fast as it is today, right? So I started noticing that, and I thought was like, okay, because usually when you tell people who are hooked up, who are still hooked up, okay, they look at you like you're a space alien. What language are you talking? Oh, here she come. Oh, here she comes again. You know how they give you that look like, oh, here she comes again, right? Oh, you know, so it was one of those things when it started moving fast, and I'm going to be careful because we're on YouTube, right? So
Yeah.
when it started moving fast, I tried to like let people know, hey, did you guys notice anything with the time? So I was like, okay, most people were just like, yeah, because we were under, you know, Walmart, Marshall, right?
Yeah.
Right. So because we were under, Walmart, right? Marshall, most people were just trying to survive that. right?
Yeah.
So excuse me if you see me talking with my hands. It's just a really bad habit, right? So most people are trying to survive that and trying to understand like what the hell is going on, right? So then I moved from East to West Coast. Now, when I moved here originally, the time was much slower, okay? Because I'm in the desert Southwest. And not only is it much slower because it's so hot, people move slower. People take their time to do things. You understand? As opposed to like living in a big city where everything is fast, people move fast, things move fast, the day flies by, right? So I noticed when I originally moved here, it substantially leveled out time. Okay. 24 hours was 24 hours. Then around last year, I started noticing, hey, and you know when it happened? It started happening right after they remember that 10-4 signal. Remember the 10-4 signal that our wonderful rulers who love us so much put out 10-4, the 10-4 signal. It started
Yeah.
happening right after that 10-4 signal. You're following? That the
Yeah.
time totally shifted. But what's interesting is I just remembered that a little bit before that time, I wrote a newsletter talking about the Saturn Mars destruction matrix, where Mars and Saturn goes into conjunction. And because Saturn is Cronus, time, and Mars is war, they're going to do some sort of time dilation, right? So I literally just remembered that, right? So anyway, so for the last couple of months, I noticed, and it's really fast for me. I'm going to tell you what happened. So I noticed I blink and it's like Sunday, right? Or better, I should say,
Yeah.
I blink and it's Monday. So Monday is like, okay, you start working because you know how you feel Monday. You know how you feel on Sunday, you have that anxiety because it's Monday, like a mild anxiety because you got to work on Monday, right? So you know you got to go to bed early. So I noticed for the past couple of months, I blinked and it's Monday. And then I blink again and it's Sunday. And I'm like, wait, hold on. So I've been noticing this for like months. Like, wait, hold on. What the hell is going on? So I said, okay, maybe it's me. Then I did an excursion. I did my first excursion and we went deep into the mountains. Okay. And when we came back from the excursion, I noticed that the time leveled off. So we took with us this powerful energy field that was from the mountains because we felt that field all around us. It was like a really powerful healing frequency that like literally sat on top of us for weeks. And we took that field and I noticed that time started leveling off. 24 hours felt like 24 hours, right? Then I noticed they when they started to tell us about the new wave, the Anunnaki
Mhm.
fluctuation, the Anunnaki flu, the bird. Anunnakis are birds. And the first three
Yeah.
letters of fluctuation is FLU, right? So when they started to tell us about when the Anunnakis get sick, when the birds get, right? I'm speaking in code. You understand the okay. You understand the code, right? You got okay. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
got
when
it.
they started, right. So as soon as they started to tell us about when the Anunnakis get sick, right? All of a sudden, just like 2019, the time is like, so it hit me. What started to come to my mind was the scriptures. You know, the Bible is called scriptures. Script. Script. You can't have a
Yeah.
matrix without a script. You know, and in the West, the script is what? It's the Bible. In the Middle East, the script is
Yeah.
what? The Quran, right? So they're hiding people's comments. Someone just commented and then they deleted the comment. So anyway, someone literally
Okay.
just commented and they deleted the person's comment. That's crazy. Hey, woo. So watch this, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So Okay. So the script, sorry, I'm watching my other screen. So the script in the West says their time is short, right? Like the closer they come to executing that script, time becomes short. And we know that the masters of time in this solar system are the Saturnalians. Okay. And we have a Saturn
Yeah.
Mars conjunction coming up. Okay. And Saturn is what? Saturn is war. Remember, the top of the top of the top of this planet are all Saturnalians. They all worship Cronus,
Yeah.
right? And not only do they all worship Cronus, they all worship Mars. And Mars represents what, right? Mars represents war, and Saturn represents time. And there's a Saturn Mars conjunction coming up. And I forgot what date it was. Let me look it up, okay? So Saturn
Yeah.
Mars conjunction 2024. Okay, so we have, look at this, March 15th, that's gone. April 8th, that's gone. And then April 10th, that was this year. So I should say it passed. It passed, right? So we have, I should say it passed, okay? So we have these two powerful, the energies of these two powerful planets going on. You following what I'm saying? And I think this is affecting time. I also think what's also affecting time, I don't know how I could say this, is that there was a mass abduction that took place from 2020 to 2024, a mass abduction, okay, where a lot
Yeah.
of people were abducted. You following?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people were abducted, never to be seen again.
Yeah.
And I think,
Silly.
right, the the juice that never stops giving.
Yeah.
You following what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
think that affected time because I think a lot of people don't realize how much the human body is physically connected to the planet. And I'm not talking about woo woo, I'm talking about we are biological. There is no, they lied to us about survival of the fittest and the highest, the pyramid and the top of the pyramid. No, biological life is symbiotically related to the planet. There's a symbiosis. And I think one of the reasons why time is speeding up so fast is because there's a lot of people that disappeared in a short amount of time. The third
I
reason why I think, and last one, the third reason why I think time is speeding up so fast is because they at the top don't have time, because according to the script, which is revelation, script, like I don't live by these things. I try to live outside of all of their matrices, right? But I watch the script for those who are in it, right? But according to their script, which is the book of Revelation, it says that that veil is going to be lifted and people are going to see what's behind that veil, and much of what's behind that veil is not human. Right? Take it away.
I absolutely agree with everywhere you're going. And if you go back further into history, I know everybody's like, oh, they got their tinfoil hats on again. Here we go. Do some research. Okay. There's a reason that Ethiopia is on a different calendar than the rest of us. They are 2016 right now, I believe. Because the church throughout history has changed time willy-nilly to line up with their newest version of their books, of their stories, of their script, as you said, right? And even the seasons itself. It used to be spring, summer, autumn, fall, winter. What do we have now? 4 seasons. How the hell did we lose a season? How are we losing days? How are we losing time? Because there is no separation between church and state. They are still in bed together to control us in every dichotomy that they can choose to. Yeah, there's certain things they don't get along with, but they are shaking hands on the overall big picture things like controlling our time. Take it away, Rainetta. Sorry, I just had to spit that out.
No, it's okay. And what I did is I said, wait, hold on. Am I the only person going through this? Oh, let me tell you. So, like 2 days ago, I look at my computer. Now, everybody knows your computer, the time is the satellite, because as soon as you turn it on, you hook it up to the internet, it's the satellite giving you the time, which is all digital. My time was 2 hours ahead. I did not tamper with the settings. I did not tamper with. That's when I said, you know what? I need to reach out to people on social media and ask them if they're experiencing this. I post a lot of stuff on social media. Most people go like, and they don't really comment. This one, everyone was saying, yes, they're messing with time. They're messing with time. And I think one of the things they're trying to do too is, are they trying to get rid of it altogether? Are they trying, because remember what they released on us from 2019 was called a reset.
Yeah.
Now I want you to think about that word. The god of Egypt, who fought Apophis, was called Ra, and the other way you spelled Ra was R-E, Re. Okay? R-E in English is pronounced Ri. The second part of that word is Set. The god of the New World Order is Set, Osiris's brother. Reset. Reset. Set. They're which means to do again, the order, the time of Set. And
That's pretty.
And the time of Set, the time of the Sethians, is, and when you look at the doctrine or the belief system of the Sethians, Seth, one second, Seth killed his brother, took the throne, and ushered in what? Ushered in darkness. Seth is the god of war. What are they trying to plunge us into? Seth is the god of famine. What are they doing to the food supply? Seth is the god of droughts. Seth is the god of fires. Lahaina, Northern California, again, Chile. Okay? Seth is the god of floods. Seth is the god of pestilence. Seth is the god of, how do I put this? Because I don't want your video to get flagged, right? Seth is the god of lingam rectum. Lingam rectum. You get it? The ritual. Yeah. I'm not talking about people of the same and they just, you like each other, you're attracted. No. I'm talking about the ritualization, not lingam yoni, lingam rectum. Seth is the god that brought in, when he killed his brother, Seth's wife was Yoni. You get it?
Yeah.
Yoni is the vagina, right? Seth's wife was vagina. Seth was lingam, penis. But we're talking about ritualization, not people just minding their business and, I like this guy, I like this good. No, it's totally different. It's ritualization. Now, here's what's interesting, right? What's interesting is that the temple of Set is on the West Coast, okay? Off the Pacific coast of Southern California and off the coast of Mexico is a 700-mile structure that looks like a donkey wearing a robe. Underwater off the coast of California and Mexico. In the ancient history, in the ancient Egyptian cosmology, Set was depicted as a donkey wearing a robe. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, I'll throw up screen share or I'll turn over control. Just hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it the easy way. I'll just give you control of the meeting and you can.
Okay, cool.
You should be good there now.
Okay, let me just get this in line here.
And if you're listening on audio in the future, come over to YouTube and come see the pictures because, or we'll try to paint you a word picture. I don't know.
Yeah, they might want to see this. Okay, hold on. All right, let me share screen. Okay. All right, check this out. Let me know if you could see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me show you the being. All right, let me show you first. It's upside down. You see this? It looks like a dragon. This is the United States looking like a dragon. Let me make United States right side up so everybody could see it's the United States and I'm not making it up. Okay, so this is the United States here. Everyone could see the United States, right? The United States look like an animal with a snout when you turn it horizontal, right? So this is the United States here. This is Mexico going down here, right? You guys see it, right? United States and then California and then Mexico, right? So we're going down to Mexico. This is Mexico. This is Southern California, okay? Now watch this. So we're off the coast of Mexico, California. Do you see the skirt? Does that look normal to you? Look at this. Do you see the skirt? Look at my mouse.
Yeah.
Do you see the
I can
robe?
see it.
You see the waistband for the robe?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the top. Do you see the top? The entity is wearing a top. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see the entity is wearing a robe.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let's get to the entity's face. Do you see the donkey? The donkey's ears? The ears?
Yeah.
The eyes?
You guys got to come over.
Do you see the eyes? Do you see the nose?
Yeah.
Do you see the chin? Now watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this. Now watch this.
Oh.
Okay, now let's look at how they depict Set in the exact same robe.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly.
With the ears pointed up.
Yeah.
In the
Can you go back to the picture?
Yeah. The Google Earth. This is his face. Let me zoom out because it's huge. This is why I have to zoom out. Do you know I tried to share this photo with someone on Facebook Messenger and Facebook banned this photo from being shared?
They banned my partner for sharing a pet adoption for a dog.
I believe it. They just removed my comment because I've been posting all the missing people. And they said that's a hoax. These people are not missing.
And it's
so
a huge structure.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. Hold on. Let's measure it.
And her at the same time.
685 miles long. A donkey creature off the coast of Mexico and Southern California that is 685 miles long under the sea.
And I don't
reset.
I don't dispute this stuff at all because like we've all seen the pictures of the giant statues that they find under the oceans and stuff, like the statues of deities and entities, and we've all seen them. I know like normal people don't know about this stuff, but there are like monolithic size statues and I just got mind wiped there.
Oh, they do that to me.
Monuments, like statues and monuments for these things.
By the way, there was a face that I took with this. Let me see if I can pull up the face. Hold on. I took the picture of this. Let's see if I could pull up the face, okay? Because I pulled up. Okay, I found the face. They erased the face, by the way. Let me show you the face. Next to him, hold on. Next to him, Set. Okay, this is Set. Let me turn him right side up. Next to Set, off the coast of California, reset. Reset. Reset, right? Was this, it was right here, and they went and erased it, but I took his face, I took the picture of it. You ready to see the face? Under the sea. Do you see it?
Yeah, I can see where it's been altered.
Do you see the eyes?
Yeah.
Eye, nose, and the mouth. Right next to Set. Do you see the
That.
face? Let me outline
Yeah,
it.
that.
They erased it from Google. Do you see the face?
Yeah. Oh, you can absolutely see the mouth.
You see the
And
mouth,
like the
right?
nose is right there. Yeah.
You see the nose?
Yeah.
You see the eye? One eye here, one eye here. This was right next to Set. They erased it from under the sea. Let me show you what it looks like now. Reset. This is Set. This is Set. And this is the face. You see? They erased it.
That is wild.
You see this? Reset. Now,
Yeah.
this is on the West Coast, right? So what do they call it? They call it reset, meaning it's the kingdom of Set again. Re means to do again, right? The kingdom of Set again. Now,
Yeah.
the temple of Set is on the West Coast. There's an ancient base on the West Coast of Set, and the temple of Set is on the West Coast. And the era we're living in, where they're distorting time, when they're changing sexuality, all of this is Sethian worship. Not just Sethian, the rogue spider. All of the time dilations, the changing of the genders, the changing of the sexes, the mutilation. Remember what Seth did? Seth mutilated Osiris and cut his body up. And Seth reigned and brought in a period of darkness. And what happened? Seth changed the time. Seth changed the time by changing the king. You following? And what did Seth do? So when you want to understand the genital mutilation they're doing to children, it's all a part of Sethian worship, because Seth cut up Osiris into 14 pieces and we could not find Osiris's penis. It was the one part of Osiris that was never found. What are they doing to the children?
Yeah.
They're cutting off all of this is Sethian worship. All of it. And the mega base for Set is on the West Coast of the United States and Mexico. Go ahead.
I just want to get your take on a couple of things, and I know this one is going to get super tinfoil hatty. Is the theory? Well, first of all, I'm going to jump in. Sorry, I'm confusing myself. I have a theory that part of the reason they're speeding up time is to age us faster, because all they have to do is, like, if you even think about home hydroponics, if you change the lighting system of your plant, the plant believes its days are changing. Okay. So if you're muted, Rainetta. If we end up in a faster light cycle that they've implemented slowly through, let's just be completely kooky here. Let's say all of the world's governments have been launching satellites together, and there's actually a satellite array that they've replaced our sun with, and that's why we have radiation now instead of UV rays, right? Because the sun is now radioactive because it's a nuclear device, not a solar object anymore. So they now have control over the length of our days and times, our environment, and everything else. We're a friggin' house plant in a terrarium right now at their full control. Yeah. Your mic's off, Rainetta.
Yeah, I muted so that way you can talk without me interrupting.
Oh, thank you. But
Yeah.
no, I'd love to get your
No, you
take
got
on
it.
that because that's something.
Yeah, you got to look up Solar Warden. Solar Warden, number one. I literally just watched a video with Deborah Tavares where she talked about the NASA war document and the blast wave, where they're replacing the sun with satellites. I literally just watched this video. I just talked about the blast wave. I was hit with the blast wave 2 weeks ago. But so they went and put onto all the houses in my neighborhood smart meters without anybody's knowledge. And people are getting hacked left, right, and center. Now, I didn't know until someone told me, but when they put up the smart meters, they hit us all the way down. And I know this for a fact because I was talking to people and they said the blast wave went all the way down to Chile. Then they said they heard that the blast wave was in Africa and I think Europe, but they had no reports that the blast wave went in Africa. Now, get this. The blast wave that they sent out, and I don't know if it was a solar wave, like a solar storm, or if it was a satellite blast wave. But I do know it went into the grid. I was being fried and I got a radiation flu, right? Not a natural flu, anyway, you know what I'm talking about, right? So I got sick badly for a couple of days and I pulled through it. But while the blast wave was moving, I literally felt, and I didn't know that I was parasited by the what do you call these things? The loosh. I was being looshed on,
Yeah.
okay, by the what do you call those parasites that feed off of loosh? I forgot their names.
Archons.
The archons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boinky boink.
Right, right. You got it. You got it. The juice that keeps on giving. That's what we're gonna call it, right? The
Yeah.
juice that keeps on giving, right? Giving what? I don't know, but it just won't stop giving. So I didn't know that I was being loosed on by the archons from the wonderful juice that they, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt under that blast wave, it burned out. The blast wave burned out the archons.
Yeah.
From my body. I did not drink the juice. Okay.
Yeah.
But because you interact with people, you know, the juice, if your neighbor gets the juice, they share the juice
Yeah.
with you, whether you like the juice or not. Understand?
Yeah.
And then
And
the
then
archon,
Archons.
right. And then you end up with archons. So when they sent the blast wave 2 weeks ago, I literally felt the blast wave burning the living daylights out of the archons that was, right? And when I came out of that radiation flu with a power, an incredible power source emanating from my body. So I started to reach out to people around me and I was like, hey, did you guys go through this? So a lot of people I knew also got hit with that blast wave. And they also, all their spiritual power came online. Shortly after that is when I noticed, oh my God, time started speeding up. Now, here's the thing. Here's what, to answer your question, this is what I'm going to say. One of the things about the unelected rulers at the top is that they always say our number one enemy is time. They always say that because they don't want to die. They want to live forever. So I'm like, if they want to live forever, and they always say it's never enough time, why would they speed up the time?
I'm stumped on that one.
They
Oh, to take
say,
us out sooner.
yeah, but here's the thing. We don't say time is our enemy. They say time is their enemy. because they say they want to live forever. And it happened, it started because the time stabled off. It stabilized, okay? And it happened, you know about my eye, right? You know about my eye. Don't pay attention to my eye. Don't pay attention to this eye. Remember, I have technology here. We put technology all the way here. I'm surprised they're not radiating me. Anyway, so watch this. Yeah. So we're not the ones who are afraid of time. You know, some humans are going to be, some people are afraid of dying, whatever. But one thing that's consistent about human beings is we don't fear time. They fear time, not us. So something else after whatever sent out that blast wave across the planet, and for me, it fried the archons from the juice, okay, in me, and I was supercharged. That's when I noticed time began to speed up. So I'm like, hold on, is something fighting? Is there a war going on this planet? Now, let's go back to their scriptures. Their scriptures, because the matrix requires a script. Now, I personally don't buy into their script. I don't believe their script. I am not going to reset nada, because I don't do set. Set is not my God. I am not doing set, okay? But their God is set, so they have to bring set again, right? So according to the Old Testament scriptures, right? One of the things is that time is going to speed up. Time gets short. And what I noticed is that a day seems like 10 hours. Sorry, a day seems like 12 hours instead of 24. A day literally feels like it cut in half. And I'm like, are they fighting? Did they mess with time? Because we know there are time masters. They're called chrononauts. And the people to tell you about the rulers of time, the chrononauts, the time travelers, the one who control time, that's the chrononauts. That's Alfred Lambermont Weber. I'm not the one to tell you about the chrononauts, but they're the timekeepers, right? So I wonder if the chrononauts, the master of time, and the ones who have Tesla's time machine, I wonder, did they go back in time and do something? And by the way, the person, and I don't do politicians because I don't play with the matrix. I don't play with any of the players in the matrix. I don't believe nothing. But we do know that Trump's uncle was given Nikola Tesla's time travel machine. This is a fact. Okay? So I'm wondering, I said, did someone go back in time to undo the juice? Did someone go back in time to undo the juice that keeps on giving?
Yeah.
And then it caused a massive fluctuation in time. That's what happens. If you go back in time and you change one principle in time in that wave, okay, the entire future gets changed. And how do you know the future starts changing? Time starts dilating in the present. It doesn't feel, okay, I'm not the only one who feels like it's not 24 hours in a day. It's like 12 hours in a day.
Even I was a sleep coworker.
Yeah, go for it. I'm going to mute.
I'm don't go anywhere.
No.
My partner Spinja is right here, and she was the one I was talking about beforehand, who works with a fairly new Canadian. And go ahead and tell them your side of this whole thing, because
my friend is from China.
You're not coming in clear. You're not coming in clear. You're coming in blurry. So sit prop. Yeah, she's coming in like a hologram.
Okay.
Yeah, they hologrammed you, sis. Okay, there you go. They hologrammed you.
Okay.
They hologrammed you, sis. Oh my God. Go ahead.
So we we go in at 4:30 in the morning in order to just get our day over with because of the heat. Like we both work well first thing, right? And so she is not where we are. She's content and she's hanging out in the 3D, and like that's her thing, and I'm careful about what I talk to her about. But she has noticed how fast the days are going. And she just chalks it up to the part like we love our job. Our bosses are really good to us. Like I have the best possible matrix job that I possibly can. And so I'm always high vibe anyway. And she is an empath. She doesn't know it, but she picks up on my vibe and we just play off of each other, and it's beautiful. But anyway, she has noticed about time speeding up. Like we get there, and it usually goes really quickly from when we get there at 4:30. I notice up until about 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the evening?
No, this is in the morning.
So from 4:30 in the morning to 8 o'clock in the morning?
That's when I notice it. Like even yesterday morning when I was getting ready for work, I lost 7 minutes.
Yeah, you know why? It's because I think Rogers might be onto something, really. Because what they're doing is, remember, China created an artificial sun.
Yeah.
America has an artificial sun. Japan has an artificial sun. Sun is an artificial sun. And then we have the satellites bombarding us. And the April 8th eclipse was fake.
Mm-hmm.
So what's happening is that they're resetting. Set. Don't think of resetting as in, oh, they're changing the time. No, they're literally bringing set again. And set works with Apophis. Apophis. Apophis is the enemy of Ra. Ra is the natural sun. Apophis likes darkness. So what I think is happening is that they successfully are blocking out the sun, and we're under an artificial sun. We're not just under an artificial sun, we're under an artificial sky. Let me tell you what happened to me in the desert. So we were coming back, right? We were coming back from in the desert, right? And we were driving back and we stopped. Okay, guys, I told you guys about this eye. Okay, this whole part of my brain is like Neuralink. I didn't put it. I didn't agree with it. They just hooked up. So if you see I don't have control over this eye, it's not me. It's them. So just ignore it, right? So we were coming back from in the desert late at night, right? And we stopped and got out the truck, looked up, all of the stars in the sky. God is my witness. I had witnesses. All of the stars in the sky were directly above our truck. The area around our truck had no stars anywhere in the sky. There were several state troopers, and we told them, look up. And they're like, oh my God, we've never seen that before. All of the stars in the sky was over my truck. It's not just the sun. It's a real reset. Reset. And why is that important? It's because we're dealing, remember, these deities, the Hindu pantheon, the gods of the Middle East, whether it's Allah, whether it's the goddesses, okay, the Egyptian pantheon, the pantheon in the Americas, okay, they're all the same. Remember, they all, except for a minor few who came from the sea and who came from underground, the majority of them came from where? Above. So when they're telling you reset, in order to bring set again, the entire cosmos has to change. Remember, Jordan Maxwell told us he said, how did he phrase it? He said, a zoo. He said, it's a zoo up there. That's why we have horoscopes, and the horoscopes are all animals. He said, it's a zoo. It's a
that's
zoo.
something else. That's something else that I heard about. And I'm sorry to jump in on you, Rainetta. Um, several several months ago, Rob Khalil had somebody on, and they were talking about the horoscopes and whatnot. And she's like, the charts are off by months. The sky is off by months. Okay, let that sink in. This isn't delusion. This is people that read the stars for a living saying it's off by 2 months.
Yeah. I just had someone tell me they're three, I think they said they're either 3 months ahead or 3 months behind. Because I started
They're
asking a
messing
whole
with
bunch of
the
people.
phone.
Ah, damn. Oh, the creatures. Okay, hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You're all static.
I'm stuck. That's messed up. Too much truth, right? Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah,
All right, let me try to change the set.
you're good.
Hold on.
You're good.
I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so I literally had someone tell me, I think they said, Rainetta, they're either 3 months ahead or 3 months behind. I said, whoa. No, I think it's 3 months ahead. People,
Yeah.
where you guys go? I think they're really, listen, in order for them to reset, let me tell you, when they did the eclipse, right, which was a hoax, okay, I asked my audience, I said, guys, did they go to pick up Apophis? What was coming in that NASA said was coming in? NASA sent up 3 spacecraft named Apophis.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they also told us there was an Apophis asteroid coming. Asteroid, my ass. It was Apophis' ship. And they created a complete eclipse so they could pick up Apophis.
Yeah. And that was something that her and I were sitting there like, why are they firing rockets at this? I'm heading for 50 years old myself. I've seen eclipses. Why nobody shot anything at anything else before?
How the hell
That
they
made
had
no
an
sense.
eclipse? How the hell did they have an eclipse? And people caught the moon to the right of the eclipse. So what blocked out the sun? I'm like, guys, your Hollywood studios are failing. Okay, Hollywood, you can do a better job. The moon was to the right of the eclipse. We had people like, we're on an eclipse. How the hell is the moon to the right of? So what blocked out the sun? Their ship, people. Their ship. It was a hoax.
That
They brought down Apophis.
that's wild because I think it was maybe last week we were talking to another podcaster just shooting the shit on social media. And both her and I, like, we kind of looked at each other the first time because we weren't sure. The second time that somebody blinked the fucking sky, I mean, Rainetta, we're up in northern Canada and fairly high geographically, so we might see some things. A lot of things down on the southern part of North America doesn't.
Right.
The fucking sky blinked twice.
I believe it.
Within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
us,
like somebody turned light on.
Yeah.
Like,
they created an artificial dome. They created an artificial, and that is why they paid these people. They paid these people to tell people space isn't real. We're under a dome. Why? Because the Earth is not flat. It is a globe, but they put a canopy over it, just like the Bible said they would do. But the canopy was created by the people who tell you it's flat with a dome. And the dome is what we saw, that dome. But guys, the dome wasn't created when the earth was created. The dome was just created by them with Skynet. We saw with our own 2 eyes in the desert, all the stars in the sky gathered to, we had state troopers. And we said to the state troopers, look up. They were like, what the hell? All the stars in the sky gathered together above our truck.
yeah. Well,
that's impossible.
and I completely agree with that. We're encapsulated on a section of a much larger planet, and I don't have an absolute theory on it. I've heard one that the whole planet might be what we consider the universe, and other planets are just parts of a bigger planet. But anyway, that's just something else. But the concept of the of a sundog, I know a lot about light editing and photography and whatnot. In order to get that halo around a sun, you need a lens, right? You need a lens to refract the light to create the orb from behind. Okay, this is a scientific photographic principle that it does not work. It has to happen at a certain angle and it has to refract off of a lens. So that means there's something between us.
Which was, I think they did that, and I'm going to tell you something even crazier. I think they did that to bring, they knew Apophis was coming on that asteroid, which was Apophis' ship. It could be that someone shut down the gates. I'm going to say this again. It could be that someone shut down the gates because they usually come through the gates. So someone shut down the gates, and what they do when the gates are shut down is they got to come on ships. The rockets that NASA, the same ones who have the NASA war documents to turn us into robots, that NASA war document, NASA sent up 3 rockets called Apophis. Now, hold on. If I'm going to meet my incoming God, what am I going to name the rockets that I send up to greet him?
Holy fuck, the Apollo rockets too.
Is it beginning to make sense? If you're going to meet Apollyon, if you're going to meet Apollo or Apollyon, what are you going to call the rocket?
Holy shit, Rainetta. People wonder why I love talking to them. No, they don't, because you're fascinating.
Wow.
Hold on. It gets, okay. It gets even crazier. Even crazier. Of all the shapes they could use, and we know aerodynamically the shape that they choose is aerodynamically better. But why do they make the rockets look like penises?
Yeah. Obsession with fallacies. I don't know. Phallic objects. Because you would think a orb would pass through a atmosphere easier than a long cylindrical object because it's less surface area.
And as it's moving up, or moving, more likely they curve, okay, because it's curved, you're going to be breaking the wind, right? Why do they make it look like penises? Because the whole universe was overthrown. There's no order anymore. Remember, the ancients had the ruling. The ancients had a time when the females ruled. The ancients had a time when the males ruled. Okay, let me show you. Why is the symbol of the Vatican, and the Vatican is a male phallic brotherhood? Why is the symbol in Vatican Square, and it's not a square, it's a circle? Why is it a penis? Why is the symbol in Washington, D.C. a penis? Why do all your rockets look like penises? Why does your need L, the Elohim, need L? I'm going to type it in the comment section, right? So we call it a needle or need L. Who's L? Who are the L?
Elohim.
So when they want to transmit information, they transmit it via what? Antennas. Your antennas are what? Penises. Okay? When they went up, they sent up how many? Why 3 rockets? Because God always appears in 3s. They went to meet Apophis. That's That's why they
That
told you the satellites, the rockets they set up was Apophis. Which means, and now watch this. To find out where Apophis landed, you have to go back and to where they had the two intersecting. Watch the symbol. Watch the symbol. Look at the
X.
eclipse. Go and get a map of the United States of the eclipse. What symbol does it make?
Yeah. The X.
Okay. Okay. What symbol is this in hieroglyphs? What symbol is this? This symbol is called the key of life. The Ankh. The Ankh is considered the X symbol. What is Twitter named?
That's what she just wrote.
And who's putting up satellites? Who's putting up the satellites? Yeah. Okay, and who's putting up the satellites?
Yeah. Musk with
I just wrote that down just before you said that.
This is insane.
Who has the military contracts to put up the satellites?
Yeah.
Who has the contracts for Neuralink? You want me to show you Neuralink 2,000 years ago? I'm going to show you Neuralink from 2,000 years ago. You're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked. Okay. You want me to show you Neuralink, written in stone, carved in stone 2,000 years ago? Reset, reset, reset. Okay. I'm going to show you Neuralink. Okay. All right, let me share my screen. Are you sure you want to see Neuralink from 2,000 years ago? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You want to see how old
this is? Not the first time.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. You want to give me power to share the screen? Okay.
Yeah,
this
you're
is
good.
Vatican. Okay. This is Vatican City. Remember, I told you what they did is they dethroned the woman because remember, the planet had a planetary grid. It was always male, female conjunction to keep the balance, right? When they arrived here, they dismantled the female power or corrupted the female, all that garbage. Okay, and then enslaved the women, right? And you know, whenever they say that the men are the keepers of history and the women are the keepers of culture. So when you want to dismantle history, you attack men. When you want to dismantle culture, you attack women. You understand? When you want to dismantle history and change it, you got to wipe out the men. When you want to dismantle culture and change it, you wipe out the women, right? So the ancients had an ancient grid. This is all about time. It's still on the subject of time, right? We're still dealing with time and how they messed up time and they're changing time and they're resetting. When they tell you reset, it's not that they're changing the order. No, they're telling you we're bringing set again. And we're using this symbol. This symbol is called Aleph in Hebrew, oneness with God. This symbol is called the Ankh. It's the Egyptian Ankh. The Egyptian Ankh is the code of life, right? So watch this. And the Egyptian Ankh is what? Male, female, conjoined. Lingam, yoni, conjoined. They dismantled the yoni. Now watch this. So this is Vatican City. You can see my screen, right? Can you see my screen? Okay. So this is Vatican Square. Notice that Vatican Square is an Ankh. Do you see the key?
Yeah.
Okay, let me turn it this way so you can see that it's a key. Do you see the key? Do you see the key?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You see the shape of a key, right? Right? You see the key? The key is always the Ankh. The Ankh symbolizes male, female, but they say male, female. This is a different key they're working with. Remember, the Vatican is an old boys club. Women are not allowed. So you're dealing with a different portal. If the penis, when erect, is not going into a vagina, where's the penis going? Where's it going?
Yeah.
So we're not dealing with lingam, yoni, grid. We're dealing with a lingam, rectum takeover. You guys didn't catch what I'm saying. They're resetting. Who did I tell you set was? All of this is the lords of time. Seth
Yeah.
is the one who brought lingam rectum grid. Lingam is the penis.
And that's
You get it? You get it? Is it making
yeah.
sense? Is it making sense why so many people are being abused, sexually abused? Because you're not dealing
Yep.
with a lingam. A lingam is a penis. You're not dealing with a penis vagina grid. In electricity, in electrical engineering, you gotta have a male and you gotta have a female port. They said enough of that. We're done with it. You gotta have a male port and a female port. They said no. Look at all the towers and the antennas. All of the towers they're erecting are penises. Where's the vagina? The vagina should be the satellites, but it's not. The satellites are designed to look like a rectum.
Yep. And they receive.
So when the information from the earth goes up into the antenna, it goes into the rectum of the satellite. Rectum of the satellite. What does the satellite pour down on the earth? What comes out of the rectum?
Yeah.
What comes out of the rectum? When you go to the bathroom, what comes out?
Yeah. Shit.
That's what's hitting the earth. Is it making sense?
Yep.
All right,
And
let me show
I just want to. I don't think it's coincidence that that key shape that you're talking about, the center of it actually looks like a clock face.
Yeah, you beat me to it. You beat me to it.
Sorry.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. But you didn't get all of it. It's a face. You got it. Okay, hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Okay. So
My
this.
bad. Go.
So this. Okay.
Like
So
mine.
you see in the middle. So you see the middle. You always got to look at what? You always got to look at what? This is the penis. Nothing can be done without the penis. But you got to understand, where is the penis going? That's the key for you to understand. Reset. You follow what I'm saying? Okay?
Yeah.
So they're telling you they're resetting. At the head of the reset is the Vatican. The Vatican just said to you, we're issuing an edict regarding apparitions and UFOs and aliens, and we're baptizing them. I'm like, the aliens spent 10,000 light years in space to come and be enslaved by the Vatican. But anyway, let's continue. So in order to do anything, watch this, in order to do anything, you can't do anything on this planet without starting with this. What is that? Don't tell me it's an obelisk. What is it? It's a penis.
Yeah.
It's one half of the ancient. It's the penis. They tell you all of it is penis, but the penis in the ancient days always went into a vagina. But we know this is the Vatican. The Vatican does not allow women at the highest levels. So what is the opening? What? And this symbol represents the four cardinal points. Okay? And the four cardinal points in the ancient days, what letter is this? What letter is this? Do you see the letter? Do you see the letter? What's the new name of Twitter?
Son of a bitch. Well, it's X. It's not son of a bitch.
Okay. This is how old was this built?
Yeah.
How old was this? No one can say I'm making this up. Okay. Why is there an X here? Look, the X goes out. This represents the four cardinal points, but hold on. Now, what did they do? They put the two eyes. Okay, let's turn this in the right direction. We'll turn it in the right direction. What is Elon Musk putting into people's brains?
Neuralink.
Neuralink. Okay, and the Neuralink goes where? It goes from your eye to your temple to the back of the ear, correct? It goes here. Yeah. Okay, let's do it again. Neuralink goes here, right? We see the penis. We see the four cardinal points with the X. We see the two eyes. Do you see the Neuralink?
Right fucking there.
Do you see the Neuralink?
Yeah. Oh my.
Yep. If you're listening to this on audio, if you're listening to this on audio, here.
Yeah.
This is the ear right here.
Yeah.
Do you see the Neuralink?
goodness.
That
How-
is wild.
How old is this?
Yeah.
How old is this structure? 2,000 years. You think the reset just happened yesterday? You see the Neuralink. Listen, the Neuralink goes here. Speak to targeted individuals. That's why I said to you guys, don't be insulted by my eye because they got me neuralized. But I fight the technology. I'm not one with it. I'm not merged. You understand? I'm different. So sometimes they'll just, but whatever. I am not merged. But the Neuralink, I tell people where the Neuralink is going. It's here from the sinus, all the way here, all the way up. Why is the two symbols of Elon Musk in Vatican City? Neuralink and the X. Hold on. And the key. Now watch this. Do you notice something interesting about this face? This is a 2,000-year-old structure. The face looks like a robot. Look at the grid. Barcodes. This is supposed to be the sewer underground, but it looks like barcodes on the face. So that the cameras can read your brain because you got a barcode. Zzz, zzz, zzz. Right there. Oh, you think that's bad? Okay. All right. That's Vatican City. Let's go to the land of the free.
Oh dear.
This is on the land of the free. Well, wait, hold on. Hold on. The same symbol. This is supposed to be the Vesica Pisces, okay? The Vesica Pisces, which is the symbol of the church, and it's also the symbol of women. Let's start first with the key. Do you see the same Vatican key?
Yep.
In the land of the free. Let's turn it this
round
way.
end. That is wild.
Hold on, I'm trying to get it straight here. Okay, so we have the land of the free. Hold on. And it has the exact same symbols as the Vatican. How old is this symbol? The Washington Monument is how old? Okay. Do you see the ear? Do you see the ears?
Yeah.
Okay. And the key always represents in Hebrew, Aleph. And the key to the Egyptians is the Ankh. When you see the key always tells you this. We are messing with the lingam yoni grid. And we're either energizing it with male, female, just like electricity. You got to have a male port. You got to have a female port. So they're either energizing the grid, balancing it with male, female. All of this is a part of time distortion, right? Or they're changing it. Hold on. Okay, so this is the key. So Washington, D.C. is a key, right? What are they changing it to? Let's see. Do you see here? Look. Look. The same barcodes. Barcodes. Oh, how lovely. Barcodes. Okay, where's the key going? The key is pointing to what? The lingam, the penis, the penis. Hold on. The penis, but the penis is inside of what? Is that Vesica Pisces, the vagina? Or is that
Oh my
the
gosh.
anus opening?
Yeah.
Is it the Vesica Pisces, which is the opening of the womb? Or is it the back end where the anus opens?
That is wild.
All of this is reset, meaning we're resetting, which is we're changing the order, but they told you who they were changing the order to. Set. It's right there.
That is.
And how old is this monument?
Let's just take a moment here since you got the internet up. Can you pull up Queen's Park in Canada?
Okay, yeah.
Toronto.
Toronto, sorry.
Toronto.
Queen's Park, Toronto, Canada.
Okay. All right, let's see. Image, right? Whoa.
Mhm.
Whoa, that's the owl. That's, oh boy. Okay, which one do you want to see? Whoa, that's the owl. Okay, which one do you want to see? Oh, you want it on Google Earth? You want it on
Yeah.
Google Earth? Okay.
Yeah, just curious. I've never looked at it before, but now I have questions. Like even like Parliament in Ottawa.
Okay, here we are. Which one? This one? Here? They pulled it up, but they don't give me a point. Is it this? This one? Oh, okay, here. Queen's Park?
Oh,
Looks like a dick.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that's another lingam. I told you. But where's the lingam going? Where's the lingam going, people? Where's it going? You gotta
See the big
find.
hole?
Yeah, that's it. This is the lingam.
oh,
The
I
sperm
wonder if
coming
that's
out.
pointed towards. Is
Where's
that
it
pointed
going? Let me
towards the
see.
sea?
Okay, well, boom. It's pointing to another penis. Straight into a penis. Boom, right here.
CN Tower, I
Straight
betcha.
into a penis. Straight into a penis. I told you. Straight into, watch right here. Right here. Okay, let's close this one. Push this one back. Damn, I always forget how to do this one. Hold on. Okay.
Oh no, that's a bank building.
Okay, but you just called it banks.
Building?
Who's bringing the reset? Who's bringing set? It's the
Yeah.
bankers. Who's bringing
You're
the
right, though.
reset? It's the bankers. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to
Pull out a
level
little
it.
bit more.
Okay, cool. You want to zoom in?
It's lining up. It's lining up with the
No,
CN
out a bit.
Tower.
Out a bit.
I bet you it's lining up with the CN Tower.
Okay, so this one or this one? This one, right?
Pull out.
Okay.
Yeah, stay
Make it
on
bigger?
that one. Pull back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bigger or smaller?
Smaller.
Okay, smaller. And the outflow always goes by a river. It always empty. And what do they call it? River banks.
That's Lake Ontario.
Yeah,
You
and the
didn't hear what I
CN
said.
Tower.
Yeah, but you just said banks. You guys don't get it. Where does the cement flow? The bank. Bank. Who's bringing you the
Oh my.
reset? The bankers. The cement flows. Look right here. The cement is flowing into, it stops by a bank and then flows into a river bank. And who's bringing you the reset? The bankers. It's right there. Look at the penis. That's the penis.
So gross.
And the penis is flowing straight into another penis, this tower. Let me turn it this way. The penis goes straight into this banking tower here, and then it flows out into the river. Oh, look at that. There goes your needle. There goes your needle.
CN.
Yeah,
You see
CN
That's the
Tower.
CN Tower.
But hold on.
Oh my god.
Oh, they can't have a reset without a needle. The semen must flow from the penis. The bankers gather up the semen. The outflow goes into the needle and then flows into the river bank. You think that's a coincidence? All of this
No.
surrounds changing the time. Look, let's look at this. Let's look at this. And let's look at this, right? Okay, let's look.
Fun fact, that was built the same year I was born.
Wow. Look at that. Now look at this. Look at that.
So gross.
And look at this.
Unreal.
Why? Because when the penis goes into the vagina. Information, because remember, we're dealing with a key. Information goes into the vagina, correct? That information is life. If they change the grid, people, there is no yoni grid. They dismantled it. Towers are penises, antennas are penises, the electrical poles are penises. Okay? Your radars are penises. Where are the vaginas to balance it out? So if the towers are erect, it has to go into a hole. Where is it going? Now, do you understand why time is distorting? They're changing information field. And they're using, they told you right here, look at this, look at this. What is this? This is a needle. This is a needle. What is this?
It's red on top too.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, because when the penis goes into the vagina, blood comes out at the top. The only time red comes out at the top of a needle is when the woman is a virgin. I'm sure they're not dealing with virgins here.
Oh my God.
Reset. Reset. Now you know who they went up to meet on April 8th. Reset. So let's look at this architecture again. Let's look at this architecture again. So we're tracking right here. We're tracking it right here. This looks like the penis. The penis, this is a penis. You see? This is the head of the penis.
Yeah.
You see the head of the penis? Okay. I think they circumcised this penis. Right here. Look. This is circumcision. You see it?
Yeah.
You see the circumcision? Okay.
Yeah.
Penis is erect. It's flowing. It's flowing. It's flowing. It's flowing. Where is it flowing to? It hits a bank. Make no mistake, they're gathering up all the energy from that. It keeps flowing, it keeps flowing, it keeps flowing. All right, where is it flowing to?
That it flows through. So gross.
No, this is the reality of what we're under. But here's my thing. Where is the vagina to absorb all this energy? There's none. So it tells me if women are not careful, they're going to exterminate women. It's women they're going to exterminate. They want the men because they want the information from their penis. They don't need the women.
Makes a lot.
They don't need the women. They're going to exterminate where all, let me show you. Let me show you. You see all these high rises? See all these high rises? All of these are penises. Every last one of them. Where's the vagina to absorb the energy? There's none. They're not building buildings in circles. They're not building these buildings in circles. Okay? All of these buildings represent penises. That's minus the towers, the antennas, and the electric poles. Okay, this is a needle, right? This is a needle. That's a needle. Okay, let's do something here. Let's play a little game and we're going to take a look at some stuff, okay? All right, because all of this is what's changing time. Watch this. Okay, let's.
Oh yeah. On Seattle, it's obvious. Like it's right in your face, right there.
Okay, that's another penis. That's a cell phone tower. There are millions of these towers all over this planet. All of these are the symbol of the erect penis. That's just towers. Now we have cell phone, we have antennas. Hold on. Another erect penis. Okay. How many of these do we have? Funny enough, let me show you something about the electrical poles. The electrical poles all have the Dagon symbol except the one in Arizona that looks like the Baphomet demon. But the electrical pole are all shaped like the Dogon symbol. Okay, you know that Dogon tribe? Look at this. You see this? That's an ancient Dogon symbol. Okay, why are the towers all shaped like that? Especially this one, because it's two up and then two down, right? These are penises. How much of these do we have on the planet? Okay, fine. We have the penises everywhere. Where's the vagina when these penises put out the energy? Now, do you understand reset? Let me explain to you. Let me show you the reset. Set, God of Egypt. Set sexually abuses Horus. What did I tell you? Okay, let me show you again. Let's go back to all right, let's go back to Vatican City. Let me show you. Okay, so we go into Vatican City, right? Okay, Vatican City is a boys' club. Women can kick rocks. Okay? The women can kick rocks because Vatican City is a boys' club. It is what it is, right? Okay, now watch this. We see the key. Okay, the key, the symbol of the key, the Egyptian key is the Ankh. That's the Ankh. The Ankh, the ancient grid, which was keeping the time on earth and keeping the earth in balance, was male female. They dismantled that and they set up the penises everywhere, right? What's the number one problem the Vatican cannot stamp out? What's the number, not just the Vatican, what's the number one problem? All these religious institutions, you guys are going in and out. So sometimes I see you, sometimes I don't, but that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, if you see me blinking, it's because you're going like literally, they're disappearing you on the screen. But that's okay. What's the number one city, these number one things, now they're zapping me, these religious institutions can't stamp out?
Pedophilia.
What do we see here? In a key episode in the conflict, Set rapes Horus, the child.
Jesus.
I told you, when the penis is erect, if there is no female vagina in the grid, people, we are inundated with antennas. We are inundated with towers. We're inundated with satellites. Where is the vagina to absorb the information coming out of these antennas, towers, and electrical poles? There's none. So where is the erect penis going to go? You see how old this is?
Yeah.
Set's violation is partly meant to degrade his rival, but it also involves homosexual desire. But it's not homosexual desire. It is ritualism. Now, do you understand the reset? And in the reset, one of the principles they said is give us your children. Taking away people's children. And if they ever get their children back, their children is what? Violated, like Horus. Reset. Why? When the penis is erect, where is the vagina to stabilize the energy of the erect penis? Where is it? Show me in the grid. Are they building anything with a circle? Now do you understand the superiority in intelligence of the ancient tribes? You see, they call the ancient tribes stupid and primitive, but the ancient tribes always lived in circular houses. Why? Why did they live in circular houses? When the vagina is ready to give birth, when the information comes out of the vagina, what does the vagina look like?
Circle.
They're
circle.
stabilizing the grid. Now I'm going to ask you
Yeah.
again, where are the circles to stabilize the electrical towers, which are penises, the cell phone towers, cell phone antennas, blast towers, radiation towers, radars, and satellite? Where are they to stabilize the grid in order to stabilize time? They're nowhere to be found. Now, do you understand the reset? Listen to me carefully, people. If they reset and they already brought Apophis, they already went up and got Apophis, but they sent up 3 rockets, which means they brought Set, they brought Apophis, and one is missing. I haven't figured out the third one yet. So Apophis is the one who blocks out the sun. That's the eclipse. Set is the one who brings in war, famine, disease, chaos, pestilence, floods, and ritual rape and ritual murder. That's Set. And cutting up the body and hiding and cutting off the sex organs. Okay? So if they reset, they really reset, which is to bring the ruler Set again, what's going to happen to the children?
It's already happening.
No. But they haven't properly reset yet.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when they fully reset. Let me show you the reset. Let me show you again. When they fully reset. How old is this structure? This structure is 2,000 years. This structure is 2,000 years. Let's turn it the right way. When they fully reset, let me show you. All cardinal points on Earth must be encoded with barcodes on the top of their heads and must have the mark, which is the X, and must have the Neuralink. It's right there.
I am so glad we talked about this.
So they haven't fully reset. They haven't fully, now Set is here. His ancient base is off the coast of Mexico and California. His temple is in California, but they haven't fully reset because everyone doesn't have the Neuralink right here. This is 2,000 years. Everyone is not fully neuralized. This is the Neuralink, okay? Everyone does not have the barcode, okay? The barcode is right here, okay? And the 4 corners of the earth is not under the dominion of this new key. Okay? That's why the times are changing. They're resetting. And when I say reset, I mean bringing in Set. That's what they mean when they tell you we're resetting. It's Set we're bringing, honey. And Apophis is here.
So I just want to summarize here. We've explored a lot, and this can literally go all the way from the Vatican right through the government, through all of these scientific organizations, through specific very wealthy individuals. And all of this is one big conglomeration to do what the people who think they're in charge of our reality want to do to us. Right? Take your own opinion on it however you want. Essentially, I think in a lot of ways we are batteries, loose food, whatever. I mean, Rainetta was talking about the fact that buildings look like penises. Another thing that they do closely resemble, and especially apartment buildings, is a battery. Strip down the side of a building and look at a multi-stage battery, and you have the same damn thing.
What's Calgary's tagline?
Oh, be a part of the energy. And this is the city that we live in. It's right in your face. Be a part of the energy. Like it.
I went deep into the desert years ago, right? So I said, you know what? I'm going deep in the desert, right? Because the desert has virtually no grid in the United States, right? That was in 2020. There was no grid. I went back into that desert. When I tell you that desert, there was nothing out there. I was like, I'm free. I went back. This place is crazy. Listen to me very carefully. If we don't stop the reset, meaning the end, okay. Corona means what? Let me put it to you this way. Corona means what? Corona in Latin means crown. I warned people that we're dealing with a new crown. Where do you put a crown? On a king.
Oh.
Okay. If they're resetting, and they started the reset with something called Corona, which is a crown. The crown is going on whose head?
The new
Set.
king.
And they told you the king is set. And when you look at Vatican City, the key looks like a crown, right? They're crowning a new king. And NASA sent up 3 rockets, not 1, not 2, not 3. Everyone who studies ancient theology always said to you that God comes in 3s. So it's 3 beings NASA went to pick up. Let me put it to you this way. I went out into the desert because I was like, these people are crazy. Listen, they turned people in New York. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. New York used to be a feisty people that didn't take shit from the government and didn't take shit from the corporations. I watched them turn New York into zombies. And I said, I got to get out of this city because they were burning me alive and frying and toasting me. So I went all the way out deep into the desert. There was nothing out there besides dirt and cacti. Okay, I was like, I'm home. I went back into the desert. Do you know they gridded the entire desert? The entire 200-mile desert is a grid. Not only that, let me tell you what happened to me. God is my witness. I'm going to show the people this again. I have to show them this again. Please bear with me. Now, remember I told you that they put the tech here, right? And they put this tech in my body since I was a teenager. Okay? They turned it on in 2010, but they had it in my body since I was a teenager, right? So Neuralink is not new. Okay? I want to show you something. Okay? That they just wiped me. Fuck, they wiped my brain. What was I saying? I said I wanted to tell you something. They just erased my memory. Shit. What was I saying before that? I went into the desert and then they gridded. So I just remember. So when we were coming back, right, we had to stop by Border Patrol. Now, 5 years ago or 4 years ago when I went, Border Patrol was like, okay, the inspection, yada, yada, yada. Okay, yeah, okay, bye. This time, when we went back, Border Patrol had the latest technology. People, I am telling you what's coming to North America. Okay, let me tell you what happened to me. I forgot to bend my head to the ground when I got in front of the Border Patrol cameras. Okay? Sorry, let me backtrack. I had my head bent because I'm like, I'm not making contact with the cameras because I know what's in those cameras because I have this weapon here. You see this? You see this? This is Neuralink, people. This is a 2,000 years they told you what they were going to do to the human race. Barcodes on your forehead and Neuralink above your eye, right? I lifted my head by accident, and as I lifted my head, it locked in with the biometric AI camera. I am telling you what's coming to North America. So brace yourself. If you have metals in your body, and all of us who live in North America, where they cockroach spray us like bugs, we all have metals. You have to detox the metals out. If they spray over your state, you got to be detoxing those metals out every single week. Let me tell you what they did. I accidentally lifted my head, and that's what they wanted, and it locked with the camera. Now, I've lived with this technology in my eye, and I know where all the weapons are because this eye picks it up. Okay? This weapon in the cameras in Border Patrol is unlike any weapon I ever encountered. The camera locked into my eye and it did this thing where it went chirp, chirp, and then started extracting all the data from my brain without my consent. You see the barcodes? And
Yeah.
I know I don't have invisible barcodes because they did a blue light scan on me and I don't glow in the dark and I don't have invisible barcodes, but I do have the Neuralink. Okay? The camera pulled the data out of my brain. Listen, the camera pulled, I have never encountered a camera like this. And I know these cameras and I know what's in the traffic lights. The traffic light cameras, they lock into your iris and then they run it through the database. And then if it deems you an enemy, it'll zap you in the head. The cameras on the border, which I know they're bringing to every American city, if you lock eyes with that camera, and this is why they wanted you to wear masks, because they were training the cameras to see your eyes. You see? They wanted you to wear masks because they needed to train the cameras to focus on the eyes. Why? Because data extraction is what's coming next. They data extracted. I don't know how much information they pulled out of my head, but I do know everything I did that day, they pulled it right out of my left eye. And when it was done, the Border Patrol camera went, and then I was released.
That
Okay?
is
It's right here. Look at the symbol, people. Look at the symbol. This is how they're going to do it. The barcodes are going to be invisible on your forehead. People, you need to buy blue lights. Okay? Because they're trying to reset us. Let me tell you something. When Corona first hit, okay, there was someone in Russia who said, they said that people who go to the bank to take out a loan, and Russia is a very Christian country. That's Christian. She said, the people in Russia, they said, we're not free. The people in Russia who go to take out a loan must have an invisible ink barcode on their inside of their palm or on their forehead. I am telling you what's coming. That's the barcode on the phone. Okay, let's just look up a damn barcode. Barcode. Is it making sense yet?
yep.
Okay, they just disappeared my Google Earth. Look, they disappeared. They disappeared.
Of course they did.
Look, they disappeared. It disappeared my Google Earth.
Wow.
Google Earth is not working.
Yeah, because you were going to make a point.
Okay, let me try again. Do you see the barcode?
Yeah.
Do you see the barcode, people? You think that's just architecture? And that's 2,000 years. Let's look up Neuralink. Okay, look at where Neuralink goes. Look at where Neuralink goes. Look, 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 look,
Yeah.
look, 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 look. Look. You think that's a coinky dink?
That is.
You think that's a coinky dink? Listen to me. The cameras, the real biometric cameras, they're testing it on the border. The real cameras, you will not be able to stand a chance. You're going to have to do like the Muslims. I don't mess with religion. But there's something, okay, they disappeared you guys now. Oh my God. They totally disappeared you guys there for a second. Okay, the
Wow.
Muslims say, and I don't do religion, but I'm realizing why the women cover their faces, and why they tell them in Islam, keep your gaze to the ground. Do you know I managed to bypass all the biometric scanners when I kept my gaze to the ground? when I got in sight of the biometric cameras cannot read when your gaze is to the ground. That is why they're going after the Muslims and destroying them.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's
Because
why
they
they
have
brought
some
them
of the
here.
keys. They have some of the keys. Listen to me. You could get wisdom from a rock, okay? I don't do religion, but I do wisdom. You understand? Because it's wisdom that will keep you alive. The Muslims say keep your gaze to the ground. Now, I don't keep my gaze to the ground, but when you're dealing with this technology, I was there. When I got to the border, I kept my eyes to the ground and the camera could not pick me up. It's when I lifted my gaze, it locked in my eye. I did not stand a chance. It pulled out all the data out of my head. All of it pulled out. I said, oh my God, this is what's coming in every city. The data, when you're driving, it's going to pull the data from your head. And it's right here on the screen. And this is how they're going to do it. The Neuralink here, they have to neuralize the people. The symbol has to be an X. There is something about this X symbol that gives the barcode and the Neuralink life. Now, the ancient Egyptians, I'm going to tell you what the ancient Egyptians called this. Not the Ankh, not when the X represents the Ankh. They call this they call it Heka. Heka is Egyptian witchcraft, Egyptian magic. They call this, you ready for this? The seething energies of the serpent. Okay.
We we actually have a question from the audience from Karen L. So what can we do?
Okay.
Right? I think she's referring to the cameras. She wants to know what we can do.
Yeah. Remember, I told you guys, I said, number one, when it comes to the cameras, unfortunately, you're going to have to train yourself to keep your gaze down. Remember, I said to you, the Muslims, there's truth into some of what their belief is. Because remember, these L's landed in their region. So they have a long history of dealing with these L's. L's as in Elohim, the warlords, right? And they take over of humanity, right? So one of the things you have to do is when you get in front of the camera, if you're driving, pull down your visor. The second thing is wear shades. Don't wear shades all the time. Just wear it when you get in front of the cameras. The third thing is because they haven't rolled out the real deep technology that's on the border. That technology is on the, listen to me, people, you will not have a choice. I did not have a choice at the data extraction. It pulled the data out of my left eye without my choice. That data is mine. That's my bio data. They pulled it out of my eye. I can't go to the government and say, hand me back the data you pulled out of my brain. That's what's coming. So one of the things you have to do, you got to do like the Muslims, keep your gaze to the ground. When those cameras are up, you got to keep your gaze to the ground until you get into a safe place where there's no cameras, then you bring your gaze back up. I'm talking about if you live in a city, okay? Yeah. Number two, luckily, in the cameras, right now, in the traffic light cameras, okay, these are the deadliest weapons are the traffic light cameras, but they haven't upgraded the traffic light cameras to the weapons on the border, in the cameras on the border. The cameras, I don't know about New York and California, because I ran out of New York because I'm like, you people are crazy. New York, they're nuts. New York, the cameras zap you in your head. When the cameras detect you're an enemy of the state or you're too awake, you get electroshocked and zapped. Electroshocked, zapped, and tortured. Okay? That's what the cameras do. But never did the cameras in New York pull the data out of my eye. If you look at the Vatican, notice, where's the Neuralink? It's on the left side. Where did I tell you the Neuralink was on mine? Now you know where they're going to put it. Wake up, people. This is 2,000 years. This structure is 2,000 years. Okay? Okay, so these are the three ways. These are the three ways where you can deal with it. Now, here's the other part, okay? hold on, because I'm sitting down like badly. Here's the other thing we need to deal with the reset. Reset. Set is an ancient vampire. Did anyone catch that?
He's an ancient vampire.
Okay. What do vampires like?
Blood.
Okay. If you are a vampire, where's the best place on the body to extract the blood? Where do vampires always go for? What part of the body?
Neck.
Ah. Okay. Is everyone here armed with the knowledge of how to take out vampires?
Mm.
Okay.
Other
Let me give
than
you a
what I
hint.
know from him.
Huh? They disappeared.
Other than what I've seen.
Okay. And we all know that if you want the news, you watch the movies. And if you want brainwashing, you listen to the news. Right? So when you want the real news, you watch movies. And if you want to be brainwashed, you listen to the news. Okay. So does everyone remember all the ways you keep vampires at bay? If
Garlic.
you don't, okay, garlic. Okay, great. What's the other one? Okay.
Crosses.
If you don't know, cross.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look here. What's at the top of this penis? Okay, hold on. What's at the top of this penis? You think you're gonna take out a vampire with this?
No.
Oh, okay. So come on, we gotta start thinking. Seth is an ancient
Yeah.
vampire. Okay, what else? Okay. How do we take out vampires? What metal? What metal do we use to take out vampires?
Silver.
So yeah.
Ah! Okay, so class, if vampires like blood and silver kills vampires, what mineral supplement should you be taking?
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Colloidal what?
Colloidal silver.
Ah,
Colloidal silver.
you get it?
Yep.
You get it?
I do.
Did you guys catch that?
And so did
Why?
everybody in or who got it.
Right. So instead of walking, and so what kind of jewelry should you be wearing? Should you be wearing gold?
Silver.
And what kind of bullets should you be getting?
Silver.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what kind of dust should you have on you just in case you bump into a Strigoi vampire? I'm going to tell you the story of the vampire encountered in New York. Because remember, we're resetting. We're resetting. Set is an ancient vampire. I'll tell you a story. Many years ago, I was with a friend late one night in New York. This is when I just started waking up, okay? And we went out. I can't remember where we went. I think we went for a drink or something. So we went out, and are you guys getting tired? You want to get going? I'll tell you this story and then we wrap it up. How's that?
Yeah. That's good.
Okay? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So watch this, right? So we were walking. It was late at night. It was 57th Street. I remembered it was 57th Street. And my friend was to the left of me. So I turned to her and we were about to leave and go home, right? So I lived in Queens, she lived in Brooklyn. So I was going one way on the train and I was heading east, she was heading south, right? So I said to her, I was like, okay, it's time to go home. It was right before midnight. Listen, I am not lying to you. This happened to me. Okay? I told people this story. So I turned and I looked at her and I was like, okay, so I'm going to take the subway because we were right in front of the subway, right? And she was like, okay. As I looked at her, God is my witness. I told people this story. There was a crippled, it was like this, crippled entity wrapped up like a mummy in bandages. This was a couple minutes to midnight. It was like this. Okay? And the bandages were dirty and falling off. So I could see its face because the bandages, it was like a mummy, but the bandages were falling off. I went, it walked past her. So she's looking at me like, and she's like, Rainetta, are you okay? And I'm like, it walked past her. God is my witness. This was 57th Street. It went down into the subway. Now, the subways have this light down at the bottom of the subway stairs, and then there's light from the street, but the lights on the street close to the subway is kind of dim. So the subway steps going down like this, it made two triangles on the stairs. This side was a triangle of darkness. And then if you walk lower down the stairs was a triangle of light on the lower part. Two triangles because of how the light refracted, okay, at the bottom of the stairs. The mummy walked down into the subway to the right where I was standing. God is my witness. And the band-aid that was falling off by the penis was over 12 inches long. And I watched this thing masturbating and watching me on the subway steps, waiting for me to come down in the subway. I looked at my friend like, and I said to her, she goes, Rainetta, are you okay? I said, you know what? I'm going to take a taxi home. So she said, you're right in front of the subway. I said, no, it's okay. I'll take a taxi. She goes, okay, well, I'm going to go take, because she was on another train line. So she goes, okay, I'm going to take the train home. I said, yeah, I'm just going to jump in a taxi and I'm going to go home. So I didn't go down into the subway. Because in order to go down, I had to pass this thing. Let me tell you something. 3 weeks ago, and I'm going to end it with this. I found this movie called The Strain. It's a series. The Strain. The Strain. Listen to me. The exact entities in that movie takes place in New York. The exact entity in that movie was the entity I saw on that subway step. I'm not lying to you. You ready for this? The headquarters of that entity in the movie was 57th Street.
Oh my gosh.
The very subway that I was going to walk down. People, get your silver. I watched that series and there was non-stop things in that series that I lived through in New York. Let me tell you something else, and I'm going to share it because everyone needs to know. Many years ago, when the creatures came after me, and I told people creatures came after me in New York. Okay? I'm not joking. Anyway, many years ago, before they really started coming after me, okay? I was suffering with terrible anemia. Terrible anemia. I could not for the life of me get iron to uptake into my blood. Okay? So what I used to do, naively, I did this. I was very naive. I didn't know. I used to go give my blood so that they could do a blood panel so I could see my vitamin and mineral levels. Okay? Because I needed to see where my iron was because it was affecting me. Now, does anyone know what happens to people when their blood sucked on by vampires? What happens to them in terms of their blood? They become what? Anemic, right?
Well, they become undead.
They become anemic, right? They get anemia.
Yeah.
What
Because
was
of a
I?
deficiency.
Ah,
Anemic.
when people get blood sucked on by vampires, they become anemic. I was severely anemic. So I, unbeknownst to me, used to go and give my blood. Now, let me tell you the crazy part. So one day, I said, my friend said to me, Rainetta, the reason why you're targeted is your blood type. What's your blood type? I said, I really don't know. So she said, you need to know your blood type. So I said, okay. So I went and I did a test. I said, but how could my blood type be linked to me being targeted? So anyway, I went to do a blood test. So the blood test came back, and I had a decent doctor at the time. And I said, okay, so what's my blood type? The doctor said to me, and I'm going to share this because people need to wake up. This is many years ago. The doctor said to me, that test said you came back B positive. Listen carefully, B positive. I said, oh, B positive. He said, listen to me, this is bullshit. You are not B positive. And do not tell anyone you're B positive. I said, that's strange. I said, but the test said, he said, the test is bullshit. You are not B positive. So I said to myself, now why would he? The next time I went, the doctor retired. And in his place, they put a different doctor, but he wasn't a medical doctor. He was a psychiatrist. I said, wait, hold on. I said, are you a medical doctor or a psychiatrist they gave me? So I said to myself, I said, okay, whatever. This was many years ago, okay? Like about 2009, 2010, okay? He told me, oh, wait, hold on, 2011, around that time. He told me, he said, you are not B positive. This is nonsense. Don't tell anyone you're B positive. This is garbage. So fast forward to The Strain. Listen to me carefully. The Strain, the series I told you about. In the series The Strain, they had a factory. And the factory was below a medical center. In the medical center that was above, everybody in the factory was B positive.
Wow.
Hold on. They had a breeding farm of only B positive males with B positive females producing B positive children. But underneath, when they were done breeding the B positive people they found, they put them on meat hooks on animal racks in an animal processing facility, and then they put them in this device. Once they had them in line, a device would lock in on the front and the back and lock them in a cage. Only B positive people. And then needles will go into every part of their body and drain them of their blood. Then they were butchered and turned into protein bars. I had a doctor say to me, do not tell anyone you are B positive. That is garbage. He said, shut up and don't tell anyone. Let me tell you another secret. So I went back. He told me, he said, you are not B positive. So I went back and I did an at-home test. And I watched that test give me a different blood type. People, you better get silver because they're resetting.
That was amazing, Rainetta. I can't believe we blew through like 2 hours already.
Yeah.
Absolutely want to have you back again when we recuperate in like a month because you just wrecked my brain. But basically
They were after
what
me.
we've gotten into here for everybody that watches this later or listens to on audio is there is a plethora of interference in what we see as our day-to-day reality and just accept it in our 3D lives and don't really look beyond the veil, because there's the astral veil of all the spiritual things, but there's a veil over top of us that was never meant to be there, that there's some dirty fuckers hiding behind that do a lot of dirty things to us. And we've touched on a lot of them, and they are absolutely a huge contributing factor to the time fuckery and everything we've discussed here tonight. And thank you so much, Rainetta. You are always just a fountain of wisdom, and it has been an absolute pleasure. Do you want to give everybody a shit, like where they can find you, get a hold of you, talk to you, all that
Yeah,
good
so
jazz?
I posted a comment. Let me post a comment. Oh, I want to say this really quickly. Wu said in the series there were 3 master vampires in the Americas, right? They brought them to the Americas. How many rockets did NASA send up? That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so let me post a comment. Thanks, guys. Okay, you see my name? Just click my name. You find my channel, Black Sunrise Spiritual University. Okay, so remember, how many rockets? The 3 American vampires. There were 3 under America, under New York. How many rockets did NASA send up? Get your silver, people. Get the silver in your blood. Get the silver in your blood. Don't fucking play with these people. There was a whistleblower who they threw in jail who married these people. And the day before they put him in jail, he said, the vampires want to come out. I'll send you that video. He said they're tired of hiding. They want to come out in the open. Get the silver in your blood. Get the colloidal silver for your children. Get the colloidal silver for your children. Put the colloidal silver in your blood. This ain't a joke, people. Love you guys. Love each other. Peace. Peace. Peace.
Yeah.
Now, where do I exit? Oh, okay, enter.
You
Bye.
got to cut the stream. You got to cut
Okay,
the
bye.
stream for